That countdown music low-key slaps. We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here, as always, by my brother Tim and special guest Terry Edelman today to go over some college football. Terry's got some college football he wants to talk about today, as well as we have an NBA slate and the NHL slate. So should be a good day. And then I have a little bonus picks for something else at the end as well. So should be hopefully a good day today. But before we get into today's video, before we get into today's slates, you guys always know what we do. We go over what happened last night, what went right and what went wrong. And a lot went right last night. It was actually a really nice night. I finished up around 3 units at the end of the night. I went 3-1 in the NBA. I had a nice night in the NBA. I'm profitable in the NBA now. Sacramento minus 115 cashed it, as well as the under in the Brooklyn-Detroit game and the under in that LA and Minnesota game. I only lost team total under for the New York Knicks, 106. That was looking good in like the first quarter. And then the Knicks actually remembered how to shoot a basketball. I cashed my only play in college football last night. Had the Boston College Eagles plus the 3 points.
For Wells.
Take care of business for Wells there, 17-3. And then in the NHL, I went 2-2. All my plays were plus money other than one. I cashed on the Ducks. I got them at minus 157. And I also had the Predators cashed as well. Those good old Blackhawks. I took a shot on them on the money line, and it didn't come through. It is what it is. And then the first period under missed in the New York and Edmonton game with 1 minute and 39 seconds left in the first period. Edmonton scores, ties at 1-1, and that was a loser. So overall, a good day though. Can't complain. I went 6-3 overall. Terry, how was your night last night?
Did you guys see that McDavid goal?
Oh, that was dirty.
Like when four guys standing in his way and just pushed right through.
Yeah, when you said that in the group chat, I immediately went into the ESPN to go check out the game live, and they showed a highlight. And wow, he's a pretty good hockey player.
Like Tim, imagine like 4 big guys in basketball that are just blocking the way. They're just standing there. And this one guy just comes like pushing right through, like,
and dunks on him.
And it's like how did that happen? There's no way that should have happened.
It was a 1v4, and he went in and scored.
Being on Edmonton, last night was good. I went 6-1 in NHL. My one loss being the Nashville-Vancouver over, finished 3-2, so I was almost there. Also had a Edmonton-Winnipeg moneyline parlay that cashed. AHL, I went 1-3, but still 5-5 in the AHL. And
let me guess, Iowa was part of that.
Yeah, Iowa lost in overtime, so that was
unbelievable.
But they're back at it tonight, and surprise, surprise, I'm on them again. So, but I won't give out my AHL picks here because you guys don't cover AHL.
No,
really. Is that like minor leagues?
Yeah, it's minor league hockey.
It's like if we tried to do minor league baseball, Tim. Yeah,
G League
during Bulls tonight.
So if you follow me on my Twitter, you'll get the picks there. But I'm not going to go over them all because there's so many. We have so many games to go over.
Fair enough. Tim, how was your night last night?
Actually, it was actually a pretty good night. Start off I had 2 losers last night out of my 6 games. Brooklyn, they were up like 15 or something at one point. Detroit came storming back, and then Brooklyn ended up only winning by 6. I had a -10. I should know. Never trust Brooklyn.
The under was the play.
Yeah, the under was 100% the play. I was also on Memphis, who I knew was a loser pretty much after the second quarter. Midway through the second quarter, I knew that one was going to be a loser. I was on the under in that Orlando game. That was pretty nice. There was a 19-16 second quarter. So after that, I pretty much knew that one was a winner. I had Cleveland plus 6.5 or plus 6 and on the money line. They won by 1 point. So that one was a nice little hit. And then later on in the night, I did have Sacramento, which I knew that one was a winner in the first quarter. And then I pushed on that Portland game. I had Portland -4. Portland was up like 20 points at one point, and that one kind of got stormed back, and whatever. So that one ended up being a push. Could have very well easily been a 4-2 or a 3-3 night. Not going to complain with that one though. I hit my one play in college football. I had the under in that Virginia Tech game. Easy casher there. Got a bunch of plays today and ready to get into it.
All right. Then we're going to kick it on off here. We have 5 NCAA games, but first we'll look over at the chat here.
Yeah.
As we have a decent chat this morning. Go for it, Tim.
What up, my guys? Let's get it. Let's cash today. Hit the like button, people. Show some appreciation and subscribe and share. Yeah, exactly. What we doing? We were getting prepared. It's whatever.
Cap. You think I just wake up like this?
We're cap. Yeah. You think? No, I had to make sure I looked all beautiful for the camera.
And some people had important phone calls to take, right?
Extremely. Yeah, I started prepping. But I will say my little brother is here for the weekend. We're going to the ECU game with him today, and he's hanging out at ECU for the weekend. So my mom called when we were preparing for the show, so I had to take that phone call. So, but if mom's watching, hi mom. Yeah, Cheston did. That was some Jordan shit.
McDavid goal.
McDavid, yes.
Chesser. Okay, good. We're good to go. Supness, we're good to go. All right. Hey Terry, are you taking Wild today? I feel conflicted on that game. No, he's 100% against the Wild. He doesn't like the Wild. Has everybody going ready to make some money? You know what, Terry, why are you in the chat?
What's wrong with chatting in the chat?
Yeah, but you're in the picture.
Yeah, but I can't chat in the I can't just talk to the people in the chat in the picture when you guys are talking.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You don't have to worry about that. I personally don't care. I can't control the chat, but I can control my own mouth sometimes. So,
you can?
Go ahead. No, I cannot. But that's not the point. We'll go ahead. Jump into some college football. I know Nick and Terry have a bunch to talk about with this one, with these games. We'll get to start off in this one. This game starts at
3:30.
Yep, 3:30 game. We got Navy at Notre Dame. Notre Dame is a 21-point favorite. 47.5 is the total. Nick, I believe this one was one of your games.
Yes, this is one of my games. I'm trying to get the covers thing up here. But it's not working.
Notre Dame is 7-1 this year. Navy 2-6.
Yeah, in this spot here, I had this game handicapped at. Should be more prepared. I have this game at a -25.5. So I see value here on these Notre Dame Fighting Irish in this spot, and I expect a rout here in this game. They're going to continue to push to try to get towards a college football playoff spot. I still think that's definitely in the picture for them if they can semi-control their own destiny. And then some of the teams in front of them will self-destruct in front of them. My covers website's not working. That's really annoying. But I think that this is a spot where I like to see Notre Dame in a rout here. Notre Dame coming off of a win last week against North Carolina. Navy coming off of a straight-up win as a 12-point underdog, which was kind of interesting, against Tulane or Tulsa. Tulane. Which one of those two teams? And I think this is a potential spot where we're going to see Notre Dame in a rout for this one. Give me Notre Dame.
That's fair. Notre Dame is ranked 10 in the nation. They have one loss, but obviously we've seen what having one loss does compared to undefeated. Freaking Cincinnati is not even in the college football playoff. But Alabama, one loss. Oregon, one loss. Ohio State, one loss. All in front of them, but we're not going to dive into that one. I'm hoping for Cincinnati to get into the playoff. That'd be cool. I'm rooting for that American Conference. But, we've seen what Notre Dame can do. They could definitely still make the playoff. So they need to win by margin against bad teams.
Navy's a bad team.
Yeah, all the savory 12 o'clock games. I know, right? SMU, Minnesota, Demon Deacons, Pitt, etc. I don't have money on etc., but I mean, if you like,
I was looking the other way.
Yeah, I was looking on the opposite side of etc. But I like Demon Deacons today. Navy help with Cincinnati, but then again, Cincinnati has not been covering big spreads. I think Navy covers.
Yeah, I don't think so. And
What
we'll actually go over the Cincinnati game later.
Well, we'll go ahead to what?
I just said morning to Omar.
Oh, okay. But we will hop over to this NC State game. This is one of Terry's that he picked out. Keep in mind, any of the games that Nick likes, me and Nick do the same math on them, so we both are going to like the same side. But this is one of the games that Terry picked out. NC State at Florida State. This one's a 2.5-point spread. NC State's favorited. Total of 55.5. NC State 6-2 this year, 19th in the nation. FSU really just a bad year for them, 3-5. Where are you looking in this game?
Well, I have 8 college football picks today. I basically just looked at the card and figured the ones that I like the best, and this was one of them. NC State minus 2.5. They clearly look like the better team. And they're on the road, so that's not necessarily ideal, but I think they win by a field goal. So NC State minus 2.5.
All right, NC State's the better team overall. It don't matter if they're at home or on the road. That's a good spot. I like that.
But these are all, just to be clear, these are all half unit plays for me. Like,
yes.
These are not like I'm not like super it's not that I'm not super confident. It's I don't know a whole lot about college football, so these are just
that's fair.
Don't put your mortgage on these picks because then I'll feel bad. But yeah.
$1,000 unit whale play.
No, don't do that.
Yesterday cashed out big. That I could tell. Boston College under. Yes, I was on that one. Utah over 52. That was the college football game. Yes, there you go. Nets under, yes. Knicks +5, not where I would have went, but yes, nice cash. Cavs +6, had it. Warriors +9, good play. Spurs under, had it. Good job. Good day. Back over to one of Nick's plays. We get LSU at Alabama. This is a 7 o'clock game. Bama slight favorites minus 28.5 points. Total of 66.5 in this game. LSU 4-4 this year. Alabama 7-1. Where are you looking in this game, Nick?
Roll Tears. Give me LSU plus 28.5 in this game. This is just way too many points in my opinion. I had this game handicapped around 24. So I see some decent value here as we go through the 24, 27, 27.5 through the 4 touchdowns here. Honestly, Alabama can still win this game 42-14. And not cover the spread. Like, this has to be an absolute domination from Alabama. And this is a team 2 years ago where LSU won the national championship 2 years ago. And now they're 28.5-point underdogs to Alabama. It just tells you everything you need to know about where this LSU program is. But I think they cover here. I think that this is a spot where I think 28.5. I mean, at the very least, I think you can win by a hook here if Alabama wins by 4 touchdowns. So I think there's just way too many points in this spot. Give me LSU plus the 28.5.
That sounds good. Keep in mind the games we're going over. These are some of our free plays. These are not our best bets for college football today. All of those will be over on the Picks and Parleys site. There's we strinked our college football pool
down to 3 for today.
We're going to start doing only 3 games in college football because doing 15 was kind of crazy and we weren't doing too well. There was a bunch of games that we just had in there just to get it up to 15. So get it down to 3, our very best plays. Those are over on Picks and Parleys. But we'll go ahead and move on. We get another one of Terry's games. We get Oklahoma State taking on West Virginia. Mountain Mama, take me home. Country. But no, this is a 3:30 game. Oklahoma State is 7-1 this year, 11th in the nation. West Virginia on the other side, 4-4 this year. It's only a 3.5 point spread in this game. It did open up at a 2.5. Now it's 3.5, so a little bit of money towards that Oklahoma side. Where are you looking at this one, Terry?
I'm going Oklahoma State -3.5. West Virginia doesn't look like a pushover though. They seem to have been feisty in some games, but I like Oklahoma State. They look like the clearly better team. So I like them to get the win by 4 or more and cover the spread.
That's fair. This Oklahoma State team is pretty good, and because they only have one loss, they still have a shot for the college football playoffs. So if they start winning more
losses, you don't make the playoffs.
Well, unless your name is Alabama, probably they can make it in. But
wow.
Considering that, well, I only bring that up because freaking Oregon's back up in the top 4. Bama's in, they're this year more than ever. They're not hitting as hard on teams that have lost a game. Normally, like that Alabama, when they lost to unranked Texas A&M, they should have dropped to like 7th, 8th, 9th in the rankings. They didn't. They're still up at number 2, even though they got a win. And they got one loss on their record. Oregon, I lost to unranked Stanford. If they didn't lose to them, they would probably be 2 ranked right now, and now they're 4. So they're saying that, hey, you lost to a bad Stanford team, unranked, you'll drop 2 spots. The big thing that they're trying to do this year, they do not want Cincinnati in the playoff, and they do not want Wake Forest in that playoff. Both teams undefeated still. They do not want.
They want to find any excuse they can to keep them out.
Because in reality, the college football is all about money, and the best ratings, the best numbers that they're going to get.
Alabama, and we'll be Ohio State, and we'll be Georgia.
Georgia, Alabama, Notre Dame, Oregon. Like they're going to have the big schools in there. Nobody wants to. The committee does not want to see small little Cincinnati in the playoff.
What's funny is before the show started, I was watching, I have the college football preview stuff on TV, and they had all the Cincinnati fans there. And they don't seem happy with something. So I guess
no.
They're undefeated and they're number 6 in the nation.
Yeah, so they seem to be like the one guy said they were going to win by 90 today.
That
seems like a bit of a Homer fan, but we'll see. Hey. The teams win by 90?
I ended up going to Internet Explorer, and it worked. It wasn't working on
Chrome. On Covers. Covers works fine for me.
You click on the matchup pages?
Yeah.
Huh. But but as we were talking about Cincinnati here, that is our next game that I wanted to bring up.
Yeah, my thing works fine.
Click on matchup. Click on matchup.
No, I don't want to click on matchup because I don't want it to crash.
Yeah, exactly. That's what we're talking about.
But it's fine now. It's fine. We're good. This will be the last game we can go over for college football for today. Sorry to get in that little bit of rant. Tulsa at Cincinnati. Cincinnati currently 6th in the nation. 22.5 point favorites. Undefeated at 8-0. Tulsa 3-5. Total of 56 in this game. I believe this is a Nick game. Where are you looking?
Yep. A complete shit stomping. This is going to be a pissed off Cincinnati team coming in, being massively disrespected. This is a team that should be in the college football playoff this year if they run the table. We have Cincinnati coming in 8-0, 4-0 at home. They haven't covered the last 2 weeks against Tulane and Navy, but this is a spot here where they all know what they are getting into here. Everybody on that Cincinnati team knows where they're ranked and what the committee thinks of them. Next time for them to go out and put on a show. I had this game handicapped around, I think, 25.5, 26.
That's
this game. Yeah, it should be 30, 35. This is going
it should be 50. I'm thinking this game ends up being like 52 to 3 or something.
Yes. Yeah. This has 52 to 3 written all over it if Tulsa even scores anything in this game. So, yeah, I love Cincinnati in this spot. You get a pissed off team at home trying to prove a point to the committee saying, yeah, we are a top 4 team in college football. We deserve to be in the college football playoff, even as an American Athletic Conference team, which my school gets to take them on the last week. That should be fun. But yeah, this should be an absolute shit stomping. Cincinnati should come in and absolutely destroy them in this spot. So give me Cincinnati minus 22.5.
Yeah, I'm waiting for Cincinnati to go in there, win 55-0, and just walk off, flipping off the committee as they walk by. Yeah. Hey, put us in the top 4.
Oh, yeah, good 55-0 win. Oklahoma, move on up. All right, Cincinnati, you're at 8 now.
No. Ohio State, 14.5.
Minus 14.5. I don't hate it.
Against Nebraska?
Yeah.
I would just lean over in that game. I think that Ohio State. The thing is, I would love to see Nebraska win that game altogether, because that would just be another slot that Cincinnati gets to move up.
Yeah,
or at least want that one to be a close game. Yeah, I just want that. I want that game to be close so that Cincinnati can maybe move up.
They won't move up if that game's close.
No, they won't. That's not the point. But we'll go ahead and move on to the NBA for a little bit. We got 6 games in this one. Nick, go ahead.
All right, Terry, it's time for nap time. We have the NBA now. We're gonna kick it on off here. The Houston Rockets are at these Denver Nuggets in this spot here. Nuggets 11.5-point home favorites in this game, plus 500 on the money line. If you guys are interested in those Rockets, total 217.5 or 217. Where are you looking here?
Yeah, I don't have a play on the side. It would be lean towards the Nuggets just because I feel like they can beat the crap out of the Rockets. But I believe the Rockets played last night. I could be wrong. Now my coverage is being stupid.
There you go.
Oh no, yeah, no, they did not play last night. They played 2 nights ago. But I like the under in this game. You're getting 2 offensive teams that do not score. Denver is scoring like 101 points a game, and Houston's outscoring Denver this year 104 points a game. But both teams have been really good at defense. Both teams have played 8 games each. If you combine it to the 16, 3 out of those 16 games have gone over this year. So these are 2 heavy under teams. I could see this game being a heavy under game. I'm going under 217 to start off the NBA card. This one is at 5 o'clock today, so keep that one.
Yeah, this one was a stay off here for me. I didn't handicap any totals today, so I was only looking at sides, and I have one side I like for today. So this one's a pass. I had this game handicapped Denver minus 11.
Fair enough. Terry, anything in this? Oh wait, no, you don't like this game. I know the 2 games you do like. Let's go Wake Forest.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. LOL, Terry, it's nap time. Hey, NBA time. Yes, thank you. Let's go. Spicy nuggets. Yes, spicy nuggets. Damn it, now I want chicken nuggets. Houston under. Yes, I like it. We'll go ahead and move on. I know Terry has something from this game, but we're kind of against each other on this one. Nick, go ahead and introduce it.
Yeah, we have the Utah Jazz at the Miami Heat in this spot. Heat 2.5-point favorites in this game, total of 211. Where are you looking at for this one, Tim?
Well, I know that everybody and their mother is going to be on the Jazz plus the points because they see, Utah Jazz 7-1 plus money. Give it to me. Nope. I'm on the Heat. I'm on the Heat today. They're coming off a bad loss to Boston. I don't see that happening again. I think the Heat come in, take care of business at home. Utah is on an East Coast trip. They played Atlanta. They're playing Miami now. I believe they have one more. I believe they have another game on the East Coast before they go back home. I'm going to confirm that real quick. I think they're just because I know a lot of teams. Oh, they're on a West Coast trip. This and that. And the other. Utah is a West Coast team, so I feel like they're on a little bit more of a road trip. And then they have the Magic. So yeah, they're in the middle of a 3-game road trip on the East Coast. I just think this is a a bad spot for them. I think Utah comes back and plays really well next game. But I'm going to be on Miami -2.5 in this one. I think they honestly can win by 5 to 7, maybe even 10 points in this game. I'm taking Miami.
Terry, where's your? I know you like the other side.
Yeah, to me, Utah is the best team in the NBA, and I'm going to back them. I don't care that they're on the road. I'm not really a fan of Miami, so maybe I'm letting my personal opinions get in. But Utah, they look like they've made me money, and I'm going to back them at the short price here versus Miami. But it's just going to be a small bet, so it's more of a lean than like I'm going to give it out as an official bet, but it's not like huge. Like I'm not like super confident on it. But yeah, Utah's been profitable for me, so if I am going to touch the NBA, then yeah, they'll be.
That's fair.
Teams.
That's fair. For me, I'm actually leaning towards the Jazz in this spot. This game handicapped at 1.5, so I see a point of value here on the Jazz. I didn't bet the game though. I only have one side, and that's actually in the next game, so I'm going to stay off this one.
Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Just looking at injuries for this one, Kyle Lowry is a little bit banged up with an ankle injury. Donovan Mitchell missed last game with an ankle injury as well. So the two bigger guys are dealing with some injuries. Obviously, keep an eye on that before so that you guys get a better idea before the game. I feel like both of them will play. If there's a player that's not going to play, I feel like Donovan Mitchell most likely is the player that won't play. The Jazz are on a back-to-back from yesterday. Yes, they played yesterday, right?
I don't remember. You're asking the wrong person.
No, they did not. They played 2 days ago, and Donovan Mitchell was out, and that was the game that they beat the Hawks. Okay, it was 2 days ago. But I do think that if any player plays out of those two players that are possibly injured for today, it's going to be Kyle Lowry over it. And I just like the Heat in this matchup. I think they get it done. Back to the chat for a minute. No Rockets. I figured that one out. Miami going to torch them. I agree on that one. Pass on the Heat game. Lowry hurt and Mitchell both. Yeah, that's fine. Still back to Jazz. Good luck. I mean, this is one of the ones that the Jazz are going to be the heavy public team today. Plus points. We'll see. Do you guys think Auburn can hold Texas A&M? Nick?
I'm getting my lineup for that game. I didn't bet the game. I think I'm leaning towards the dog in this spot, though, with Auburn. I believe it's plus 4.5. I had this game handicapped at 2, so I lean towards Auburn.
Fair enough. Oilers versus Rangers was a good game last night, 5-4.
It was a good game. Unfortunately, they scored with less than 2 minutes left in the first period to push it over.
Hey, guys. Army versus Air Force. Any thoughts? Nick?
Under.
Under. There you go.
Even at 37, under, I guess. I didn't bet that game.
Fair enough.
But they always go under.
Terry, you follow CFL?
Yes, I do, but I'm not.
Go Rough
I
Riders.
I don't handicap it as much, but
fair enough.
I do follow it.
For today's, you like the Rockets plus 10.5. Not going to talk you off all those points. Denver seems to not like to cover games. Jazz plus 3. I'm against you on that one. Sixers. Well, we'll go over most of these games, but Sixers, no opinion on that one. And the rest of them, you're looking decent on those.
I like the Sixers.
I will say I'm not going to be with you on the Celtics, just because no reason, but not good. Utah played 2 days ago. Yeah, I figured that one out. Covers worked on Microsoft Explorer.
Yep, that's what I'm using
apparently.
right now.
Everyone coming in on the Heat? No, everybody's on the Jazz. Air Force money line. There you go, buddy.
Yeah, I had that game.
We'll go ahead and move on.
Air Force -2, and it is Air Force -2.5. So no play there.
We'll go ahead and move on to this game, Nick.
Yeah, we have the 76ers at the Chicago Bulls in this one. Bulls 3.5-point home favorites. Total 213 in this one. Your spot for this one.
Out of the 6 games today, this is the one I did not get to. I don't know why. I just wasn't a fan of this one. Tobias Harris remains out with COVID issues, so that's always fun to deal with. This is just not a good spot. If anything, it's a lean towards the Sixers, but at plus points. But honestly, I couldn't get to it. I was looking at the under in this game, but luckily I didn't bet it because it's gone from a 210 to a 214, which is not favorable. This is just one of the games I don't like. This is the only game I'm not betting on today, so I'm passing on this one.
Yeah, this is the one game I did get to. I'm on the Sixers in this spot here. This is the only game I did bet today. I like them plus 3.5. I had this game handicapped at -1 on the side of Chicago. So this is the only one I saw any type of value on. I saw about 2.5 points of value. I also don't mind the Sixers plus 150 on the money line as well. I didn't bet it, but I would lean that way for the money line as well. So I'm on the Sixers in that spot.
That's fair. Raymond Reddington, Caps, Flyers over. And then Panthers, Canes over. We'll get into hockey in a little bit. Plus 37 is like begging you to take the over in that Army game. No, take the under. Don't go crazy.
Under. These are two military teams. It's going to be 13-10.
Wait to answer that question from Marcos till after, because I want to ask you a question. You're gonna do my handicapping on that game by your jersey. So I'll explain. But yeah, answer that question after.
That's fair.
Answer that question after.
Who wins tonight, Rutgers or Maverick? Rutgers or Arkansas?
Well, considering Rutgers is playing Wisconsin and Arkansas is playing Mississippi State, I don't know what you're talking about.
Fair enough. Relax.
Oh, actually, I have numbers on that, by the way. I'm seeing 90% of the tickets, 99% of the money on the Utah Jazz, according to the site I look at.
Yeah, I can't really trust it because every site has different numbers on this one.
Yeah.
And I know how the public loves to bet because everybody loves the Jazz. Everybody loves the Jazz. They're 7-1 this year. They're covering 6 out of the 8 games that they've done. And everybody just loves the Jazz. You get them at plus points and crazy. No, I'm on Miami. You can honestly get different numbers for every single site you look on. So just be careful with that. Bulls minus and Jazz plus. No, I don't like that. I like the Windy City and Miami parlay. So Chicago and Miami. I like it. I don't mind that. You're on the Bulls. Get back from that game the other night. Okay, that's fair. That's fine. Yeah. Mavericks, Boston over the total. It's at 209. I mean, that's kind of almost principle at that point. That's fine. We'll go ahead and move on to this game.
The Atlanta Hawks are on the road at the Phoenix Suns. Suns 5-point home favorites on this one, total 223.5. Terry, where are you looking at? Fair enough. Tim, where are you looking?
Wow. Okay. I'm on the Hawks. I'm on the Hawks plus the 5 points. I think they keep this game close. This Phoenix team has just been very sketchy this year. They're 4-3 to start off the year, 3-4 against the spread. Just not the team that we kind of expected to get this year. Did we? I never typed up that Dallas game.
Oops.
Oh, wait, no, it got shoved down to the bottom. We'll go over that one next. Yeah, this Phoenix team, yes, they've won 3 straight games now at this point against Cleveland, New Orleans, and Houston. So I really don't know what we're going to get out of this team. This team still looks like they're affected by the new foul rules and this and that and the other. I'm a little bit higher on Atlanta than most people will be. I know Higgs is high on Atlanta as well. But I'm taking Atlanta plus the 5 points tonight. I think that's just the spot I want to get to.
Yeah, I mean, with Atlanta, though, they got a World Series. What else do they need right now?
Okay.
I'm joking. But
Fair
yeah,
enough.
looking at this spot, I stayed off. I had this game handicapped at Phoenix -3.5, so I guess it would be a lean towards the Hawks. If I can get 5.5, 6 on the Hawks, I would have jumped on it, but not at 5.
That's fair. Well, we'll move on to the game I know that Terry likes.
Yeah. Okay.
Boston Celtics are at the Dallas Mavericks here. Dallas Mavericks 4.5-point home favorites in this game. Actually now down to 4. Total 209.5. Terry, I'll let you go first on this one.
Well, okay, so Tim's jersey is going to win because of the guy in the back. No, not that jersey. Put it on fire. That guy is the reason why I'm betting Dallas Mavericks.
Yes, Mark, it is a Luka jersey. Trust me, if I ever found a Nurk, I would get it too.
So yeah, so that's I'm on Dallas because of Luka. He's such an amazing player, and like he's the heart and soul of that Dallas team, and I think he's going to come to play tonight, and I think Dallas is going to win. So 4.5 is a bit of a number, but
yeah, it's 4 now. But if you like Dallas because of Luka, why not look at some Luka props?
Because I'm not like I don't know a whole lot about NBA, and I don't want to take his prop and then have that lose and then have Dallas win.
Fair enough.
And then, it's just safer with the
Mavericks.
Yeah, with the money, like the spreads, but I do think he is a big game, so we'll see if I'm right.
Yeah. I will say I'm on the Mavericks as well tonight. Boston, even with their last 2 wins, are still on my do not bet list at the moment until they prove to me even more. They beat Miami, but Miami kind of looked dead that night. They really didn't do much. And then they beat Orlando, and that really doesn't mean anything to me. I'm on Dallas in this one. I think they get the job done at home. They're a good home team, 3-1 at home this year. Granted, Boston, all their wins are on the road, but I feel like this is a good spot for Dallas. Bounce back and really start to get their season even more rolling. They're a good team to start off the year. I do think we're going to see a lot of good stuff from this Dallas team. The others on Dallas have actually been performing quite well recently. By others,
meaning not Luka Doncic.
Everybody not Luka. So Tim Hardaway has been having a good year. Brunson's been off the bench, and he's been solid. Finney-Smith. We're even seeing good games out of Boban Marjanovic and Dwight Powell in this one. So we're getting good games from the others in Dallas, and that's a good sign because if we're getting good bench play from them,
Luka doesn't have to be a Superman.
When Luka doesn't have to be a superstar if he's getting more from his bench. And that's what he was missing last year. That's why they didn't do as well last year. This year, I think they're going to be pretty good as long as that bench keeps the pace up and keeps scoring. So I like Dallas -4.5. I think they're going to be a good team this year.
Yeah.
Could be a Luka jersey, but the greatest Maverick of all time is Dirk. I'd be rocking that one. If I found one, yes, I'd be rocking a Dirk. The thing is, me and Nick don't go on NBA.com to get all of our jerseys. No. We go to the secondhand stores. Yeah, we go on eBay and secondhand stores so that we could find like some of our jerseys. I think that Dallas jersey, the Boston jersey that I just had up was like $5. It's amazing what you could find at the secondhand stores. So just to build and the thing is, just to fill the collection. I actually did a tally on it. I have 20 out of 30 teams in the NBA I have a jersey for. So slowly working my way through it. Teams that I still have to get jerseys for: Brooklyn, Indiana, Orlando, Utah, Portland, Oklahoma City, and both LA's and San Antonio. But I have jerseys for all the rest. So that's kind of a collection I've been working on. I think
I'm up to like 13 NHL teams, and I have a few more coming in the mail.
This game's a toss-up, staying away. Fair enough. You're going to be on the Hawks against the Suns. I like it. Every game went under last night except the Kings. Got to take in the NBA games under. It's been on. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Those have been awesome.
Hold on. I'm pulling that statistic up real quick. No, it's under what? League trends. Unders in the NBA have been hitting at 65.4%. 67.5 if you don't include the overtime games. Yeah, that's kind of crazy. 85 to 45 unders this year. That's kind of crazy. But yeah, no, I like it. Salute. Boban, you rang in my Shaq voice. Nice.
Yeah.
What rule again? It has to do with remember how last year Curry, Chris Paul, they would get those cheap little bump into the guy as he's shooting, and it's a defensive foul because contact or shoot. That's an offensive foul now. So players like Devin Booker, Chris Paul, Seth Curry, like all those players are having a tough time adjusting to that rule because that results in an offensive foul, and it turns into a turnover. Where do you find jerseys again? Secondhand stores, so like GCF and Platos, places like that. Any of your donation eBay, any of your donation places. I see 4 games going under today. I could see them all going under today. Honestly, with the way the NBA is going, I could see them all going under. We'll go to this last game.
Yeah, the Lakers are at the Trailblazers in this spot here. Blazers 5.5-point home favorites. Total 222 in this one.
This one feels gross, and this will be the first time I'm saying this year. I'm betting the Lakers. It doesn't feel good. I'm grabbing them +5. I kind of missed the line. That's 5.5 now. I know LeBron is out, but Portland's on a second leg of a back-to-back. And I'm getting 5 points on this Lakers team that I still think can cover and compete. Granted, the Lakers are not playing Oklahoma City tonight, so I can guarantee that they'll have a shot at winning because for whatever reason, the Lakers cannot beat the Thunder this year. But I'll be on the Lakers tonight, plus the 5.5, whatever you get it at. Both these teams have been struggling this year. Portland off to a 4-5 start. Somehow, with all the injuries, Lakers are still above 500 this year, 5-4. I don't know if the Lakers necessarily win this game, but I'll be on the Lakers +5 in this game.
Sounds good. Yeah, I passed on this one. I didn't see any value on it.
Well, sounds good. Who's winning tomorrow? Chargers versus Eagles. Eagles and Ravens versus Vikings. Vikings.
Ready? Come show up tomorrow, and we'll give you those plays.
Yo. Oh, yeah, that BS foul draw. I used to hate that. Yeah, it's a new rule. Yeah, I like it too. Terry, anyone else tell you favor Boban? You could be distant. No,
that's mean.
Who's Boban? Hold on, I'm pulling him up. Boban Marjanovic. Come on. This guy.
No, that's just me.
I don't see any.
Dude, but this guy is like a freaking. Look at how tall that guy is. And that was on freaking Plumlee, who's like 6'6". Look how giant this guy is.
He's got his toes on the ground and dunking a basketball.
Wow.
Sorry, I had to do that one. That's fine. No, he does not. Bulls, Heat, Nuggets, Mavs, under. Sounds good. Lakers by points, yes. Chargers, yes. But now we go away from the beautiful NBA. And now we have to go to hockey.
Yeah.
All right, hockey time. So nap time, guys. All right.
No. Nope, you are the host here now, Tim.
I'm the host with the most, but we'll go ahead and jump into some hockey today. We got a bunch of games to go over. First of all, we're starting off with the Tampa Bay Lightning and the Ottawa Senators. Tampa Bay -180 favorites, total of 6 in this game. Tampa Bay 5-3, 1-1. Ottawa 3-6-1 to start off. We'll let Terry go first with this one.
Yeah, so Tampa's 4-1 in their last 5 at home their last 5 in Ottawa. It's gone over 4 out of the 5 times. The one time it didn't go over, it was a push. So they're usually playing in high-scoring games. I was looking at the over 6. but decided Tampa in regulation and Tampa team total over 3.5 is the better way to go. So I'm on Tampa Bay in regulation and Tampa Bay team total over 3.5. I think Tampa Bay gets something like a 5-2 win and cashes both for me.
Yeah, I'm staying off this game. I was leaning towards the home dog in this spot here when they were at plus 170. Now that line's moved, I kind of got frustrated with this game. And if I didn't get the plus 169, plus 170, I didn't want it. So I'm staying off this game. I was leaning towards the home dog. I was also leaning towards the first period under in this spot. We've seen the Tampa Bay Lightning definitely favor that first period under, as they've done that in 8 of 10 games. So this Tampa Bay team does go under in the first period pretty often. And I think that they could do that again today. The only thing that kept me off of that spot was that on the opposite side, Ottawa's gone over in 6 of 10 of their first periods. So this is a spot where I just stay completely off. Lean towards the first period under, lean towards the home dog in this spot here with the Ottawa Senators.
Fair enough. Just messing with you, Terry. Tampa Bay minus 1.5. Terry's in the chat. That's fine. Hello, Terry. It's happy like a kid in a candy store in a hockey time. Yep. Let's go Wild and Buffalo. Buffalo!
So, Tim, when you said Terry's in the chat, it's fine. You say it's fine with so much disgust in your voice.
I know.
It makes me think that it might not be fine.
No. It's fine. I'm fine. It's okay. Okay. We'll go ahead and move on. We get the Carolina Hurricanes in Florida taking on the Florida Panthers. This is a good game. Florida is a minus 135 favorite. Total is 6. Carolina undefeated 9-0 this year. Florida not too far behind 9-0-0 and 1 this year. An overtime loss is the only difference between Florida and an undefeated season so far. Do we see the last undefeated team fall, Nick?
No. Take warning. Give me the Hurricanes plus 125 in this spot. This Hurricanes team has treated me pretty nicely when I have backed them this year. I faded them twice, and I've regretted it both times. And I think that this is a spot where we get this is going to be a hell of a game. Don't get me wrong. I think this game should be closer to a pick'em, though. These are two of the best teams in hockey. I think Carolina is the best team in hockey right now, to be completely honest. And I see, and I mean, I gave it out in the beginning of the year. I like the Hurricanes to win the Stanley Cup this year. I think that they're definitely a Stanley Cup contender, and I think they are a very, very good team. And we're getting them at plus 20 here. I projected them around a 47% chance to win the game, which means they should be around a minus 110 or plus 110, plus 112. So getting them at plus 125, I do see some value on that line there. So give me the Canes here, plus 125 against these Florida Panthers.
Terry, you agreeing with him?
I lean Carolina. Carolina's 4 wins, 0 regulation losses, and 1 overtime loss in their last 5 in Florida. Most of those being played last year. Yeah,
they dominated last year.
Division. So 4-0-1 in their last 5. 3 of those games went to overtime. And in Florida's last 5 games this year, 3 of them have gone to overtime.
I see where this is going.
Yeah, this. As soon as I looked at this game, it just screamed the draw. It screamed the draw so much that I'm not even putting a half unit on it. I'm putting a full unit on it. This game is going to overtime, and I am very positive about it. So, yeah, so the draw is plus 300 and full unit. Let's go.
Wow,
big dig it.
These two teams are so good, and they're good. It screams overtime. And I do think Carolina gets the win in overtime, but I'm not going to bet them.
That's a big boy draw play.
Hey, that's fair. We'll go back over and see any reactions from the chat. This looks like a whopper of a game. I'm not sure if that's a good or bad thing. This also looks like an under. Fair enough. Tim Z counting shit. Yep. Why do you think I made my screen small so that they could focus on the people talking? I like Carolina 1+ goal.
+1 goal. Interesting.
I'm guessing he means like a team total or something. I don't know.
Or Carolina within 1. If you were going to do that, you should just do the draw.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You think you could get a lot more because Carolina +1 wouldn't really pay very much, I don't think.
Nope. But we'll go ahead and move on because we got a bunch of games to go over today. This next one is the Boston Bruins in Toronto taking on the Maple Leafs. Toronto is a -125 favorite in this game, total of 5.5. Boston 5-3 this year. Toronto 6-4-1. Terry, where are you looking this one?
Go Leafs, go! They won 4 games in a row. They did not look good to start the season. I was kind of worried about them. They were kind of a fade for a few games, but now they're getting stuff together. They've won their last 4 in a row. Let's see here. They're 3-2 in their last 5 home games versus Boston in the regular season. Boston's playing pretty well too. This could be another draw spot, but I already have 4 draws on my card today. So it's just I couldn't add this one. But Leafs money line for me, -130. I think they get the job done. Win 5 in a row.
There you go. Nick, are you go Leaf go as well?
I ain't bet this game. If I were to be getting to a spot in this one, it'd be the first period under in this game. And it would be leaning towards a complete game under as well. I see this being a lower scoring game. We've seen a huge step up with goaltending without Halak and Rask this year. Swayman and Omar have actually not looked half bad for these Boston Bruins. They've also only played like 8 games. Toronto has gone under, I believe, in 8 out of their 11 games so far this season. So I would lean towards the under in this spot. I think that we see a good low-scoring game. Everybody sees the Toronto Maple Leafs and thinks they're a high-powered offense that are going to score a lot of goals. I think that's going to be a lower-scoring game. Boston's going to play a better defensive style of hockey. And I mean, I would lean a little bit. I don't bet draws. If I were, this would be a game I'd probably look at a draw with because I can see a 3-2 Boston win in overtime or something along those lines. So it would be a lean towards Boston in this game as well. I still can't trust the Leafs. I know they've won 4 games in a row now. So they have been getting a little bit better. But I mean, they beat the Lightning. So that in their last game. And that game, I feel like this could be a little bit of a letdown spot for them, coming off of a game where they were down 1-0 almost the entire game and coming back, scoring a goal very, very, very late, and then winning it overtime. I think this could be a letdown spot here. So it'd be a lean towards Boston and a lean towards the under, but no play.
That's fair. When is Whopper bad unless you put McDonald's or Wendy's above Burger King? I will say I put Wendy's above Burger King. But if I'm going and getting a burger, it's got to be Five Guys. It's got to be Five Guys.
I know you love your Five Guys.
Five Guys doesn't exist here in Canada, so.
Oh, that sucks.
What's your burger place up in Canada then?
Well, if you want cheap stuff, then yeah, McDonald's or Burger King. But there's a place called The Works, and they make like really like unique hamburgers. So they have like there's like one that's like a peanut butter and something, and like what? That sounds really disgusting. But
no, it sounds interesting.
They have a lot of different they have ones with like onion rings and stuff inside them, and it's like they have.
Damn it! Now I'm hungry.
All right.
They're expensive though. But.
All right, before we get deep into a burger conversation, I gotta say, the best type of burger to get, I always love to do mine with a burger, pepper jack cheese,
American cheese.
Gotta have. I mean, the onion ring sounds fantastic. I'm a big fan of barbecue sauce on it. Maybe some banana peppers. Just sounds like a good burger. But we'll go ahead and keep moving on. Carolina, Florida will be sick. Now I want a bison burger. No, you got to get a regular burger. Come on, dude. Bison burger?
Before we switch games, it is Allmark versus Campbell and Net. Allmark has a 927 save percentage, and Campbell has a 932 save percentage. So I would lean with the under with Nick. I think that's a good under spot. Both goaltenders are playing
Yeah,
well.
I'll probably stare at this game for a little bit longer. If I make a move on it, just check the community page, community post. I might add an under in this game.
But the reason why I say it isn't a letdown for Toronto is because they hate Boston.
Fair.
These two teams hate each other, and if Toronto's going to come to play, they're going to come to play against Tampa, and they're going to come to play against Montreal. Or sorry, Montreal as well, but Boston. Yeah, they have a bad history versus Boston, so
fair enough. Yeah. Whataburger? We don't have a Whataburger here. That's a little bit further. I think that's a Texas thing.
Yeah,
but we'll move away from the burgers because now I'm getting hungry. So screw you guys. But we'll go ahead and move on. We get to go to Colorado and Columbus. Colorado is a -175 in this game. Total of 5.5. Colorado 4-4-1 this year. Columbus 6-3 this year. Nick, where are you looking in this game?
I'm checking injury reports in this one. This is a big game with injury question marks. And it looks like they're back in. They're getting Rantanen back. And I believe they got Devon Taves is making his season debut. I really like Devon Taves as a defenseman. He's very, very good. I really liked him when he was an Islander as well. And give me the Avalanche on the puck line, +150. I think the Avalanche take care of business here. And I know they're 6-3. But this Blue Jackets team's not going to keep this up. This is a rebuilding Blue Jackets team. Yes, I think they have a pretty solid goaltending tandem with Elvis Merzlikins and Jonas Korpisalo. But I just can't trust this team. Plus, they lost Patrick Laine for this game. So give me the Avalanche on the puck line here. I just think too many things are going to go wrong here for Columbus. Plus, this game just happened a couple days ago, and I believe Columbus won that game straight up. And this is a revenge spot for Colorado as well. I think they take care of business in this one.
Oh, really, Nick? Revenge spot? Come on. Terry, what are you thinking?
1-800-GAMBLER. No, I'm just kidding. It's just a pass.
Not with the Avalanche.
Yeah, it's not a 1-800-GAMBLER game, but it is a pass for me. I lean Columbus. They've been good at home this year. They've been good against Colorado. They did win in overtime in Colorado. The fact that Laine is out and the fact that it does look like Colorado is going to get Rantanen, Taves, and Burakovsky back just makes me nervous. So I'm staying off this game, but I lean towards Columbus.
Yeah, I feel like Columbus is one of those teams that I will classify with the San Jose Sharks and the Buffalo Sabres, where I'm expecting them to regress back down to where they're supposed to be. And that's meaning they're going to be a sub-500 team. Then I think if Columbus is lucky, they'll finish 7th in the Metro. That's where I think Columbus is as a team.
I was expecting them to be a lot worse than they are.
Yeah.
But I think, like you said, goaltending, I think they have two good goaltenders. Merzlikins is really good. So,
and I expect probably one of them to be gone by trade deadline. I think they're going to be that bad.
The Oilers will call, I'm sure.
Yeah, that's fair. But we'll go ahead and keep on moving on because we have a couple of chats. I took the under. Yeah, Boston. Texas. Okay. Yeah, I'm guessing the Boston game. Now you all got me hungry, taking out. Okay, there you go. Took Colorado. There you go.
Nice.
We'll go ahead and move on to the next game. We get the Detroit Red Wings at the future Stanley Cup champions Buffalo Sabres in this game. Buffalo slight favorites at -106. Terry, we taking the Sabres?
I lean Buffalo, but I'm not going to be getting to the window on it.
Boo.
So Buffalo's coming home from a long road trip on the West Coast, facing San Jose, LA, those kind of teams. And now they have to come back to their home in Buffalo across the country. I don't like it's you usually want to fade teams when they're coming back off a long road trip, their first game at home. I don't like that this is their first game at home after that long road trip. If this was their second game at home, I'd be on Buffalo. But just in this situation, Buffalo has played well at home, 4-1 so far this year. So that's to keep in mind. But Lean Buffalo, but can't bet every game. So, pass.
That's fair. That's fair. Nick, Buffalo Sabres.
Stop it. Get some help.
No, don't touch this game. This is the ultimate 1-800-GAMBLER game. And, I know this. I think this is the first time I've said this all season. I'm probably leaning towards the Sabres in this spot. I know they're at home against a Red Wings team that I also don't particularly like. But I'm not playing this game. I had this game lined at a pick'em. It is a pick'em, so I see no value in getting to this game. But I did project the Buffalo Sabres to win this game 51% of the time.
There you go.
It should be a minus 105, which at the price they are, actually, they're minus 106. So
Buffalo money line. Thank you, Lex. I like it. Best play of the day. Please call 1-800-GAMBLER. No. Go Buffalo. Red Wings. No.
Red Wings puck line.
No.
Plus 245.
I wonder what would happen if I did call 1-800-GAMBLER and I said, I'm going to bet on Buffalo Sabres tonight. I think they'd probably tell me to go check myself into a hospital. So.
We have to do that one. That should be a video once. Is us calling 1-800-GAMBLER and asking what they think of a certain game tonight.
Yeah,
1-800-GAMBLER, how can I help you? Yeah, I'm looking at the Red Wings and Sabres here. What's your thoughts? I was thinking maybe the Sabres, but I think I need help.
I might put my whole mortgage on it. We'll see. What do you think?
Yeah.
I already put my bankroll on Buffalo Sabres to win the cup at 66-1. So you got
a whole big portion of your bankroll, eh?
Yeah, no.
A whole dollar, right?
I will say I the best investment I ever made. I have a $1 future, 66-1 Buffalo Sabres to win the cup, 50 cents to annoy Nick all year, and 50 cents to annoy Lenny all year. Well worth the money. Allie made the same investment, so well worth the money. 1-800-GAMBLER, stop it, get some help. The Earle Brothers, yes. We actually looked into doing 1-800-GAMBLER merch. It's actually trademarked, so we're not allowed to do that.
Yeah, we can't.
Or the Red Wing under.
Plus, we're not the first ones to come up with it.
Yeah, we're not the first ones to come up with that. It's trademarked by 1-800, like the actual number. But in all seriousness, guys, if you guys do have a gambling problem, 1-800-GAMBLER, get help. In all seriousness, but it's trademarked, so we can't technically use it. So that's why we don't have 1-800-GAMBLER merch.
Yeah.
But we'll go ahead and move on to the next game. Beauty in this one, we get the Vegas Golden Knights taking on the Montreal Canadiens, the Habitants. Both teams off to a rough year to start off. Montreal is actually favored in this one, minus 115. Total of 5.5. Vegas 5-5 this year, 3-7 for Montreal. Nick, go ahead.
Pass. Lean towards the Vegas Golden Knights in this spot at plus 103. I had this game handicapped around Vegas minus 105. I'd give them around the 51% chance to win this game. Not enough value for me to jump on the Golden Knights, though. But if I can get plus 110 on them, if the line can go up a little bit higher, plus 110, plus 115, I'll think about it. But this is not a spot I need to get to, so this one's a pass.
Fair enough. Terry?
In Vegas's long history in the league, they have never won in Montreal. In their long history.
Isn't that like 5 years?
Yeah, so they've only been in since 2017. They've gone to Montreal 3 times. The Habs have won all 3.
That was playoffs too, right?
Did they?
No,
they played in the playoffs last year.
No, they didn't. That was Montreal.
Yeah, they did. That was the semifinal.
Oh
yeah, they did.
Well, I don't include playoffs in my when I look at those
regular
stats.
Season handicapping.
Yeah. Because like when Minnesota faced Vancouver in Edmonton in the bubble playoffs, like that isn't actually like first of all, they didn't even face in Vancouver. They were in Edmonton. There were no fans, so I don't count playoffs. I just count regular season.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so Vegas has never won in Montreal in the regular season, but it's only 3 games. And this Montreal team is a lot different than they have been the last few years.
Well, no Carey Price, yeah.
Yeah, well, Carey Price is coming back on Monday, apparently. But today it's not Monday. Yeah,
that's some
apparently
news.
he's coming back Monday. So Jake Allen is in net, 3-7, 2.92 goals against, and then 904 save percentage. Against probably Robin Leonard, 2.89, 9.15 save percentage. So Leonard is the better goal. Like, they're similar. I'm on Vegas money line. I don't like this Montreal team, and I've made money fading this Montreal team, and I'm not going to stop now. So Vegas also. Vegas is 4-1 in their last 5 games. So they've won 4 of their last 5 games. They are playing well. Montreal is 2-3, so starting to get a little bit better. But yeah, I like Vegas tonight. Even with all their injuries, I still think they're the better team.
I like it. Back to the chat for a minute. Trying to see. Let's go the Ledius route. 1866 gambler. No, all that stuff is trademarked. All of it's trademarked. Vegas money line. Okay. Hashtag Aldis because copyright infringement does not exist. No. Vegas puck lines is plus money. Looks tempting. I mean, if you think they're going to win, might as well try to go for the payday. For now, Francisco's in the chat. So what up, gents? You already gave that like. You already know it. We got 5 games left. We'll go to this one now. We get the Minnesota Wild taking on the Pittsburgh Penguins in this game. We'll start off with Nick and that. No, Terry, are you going to be a homer again and choose the Wild? They're 6-3 this year. And Pittsburgh is 4-3, 1-1, -120 favorites for Pittsburgh, total of 5.5.
Luckily, the way the odds are, I don't have to choose the Wild puck line. So,
hey, there you go.
If I don't have to choose the Wild puck line, then it's probably a good spot. I'm going with Minnesota Pittsburgh draw and Minnesota money line. But this game, if there's a game I think Minnesota is going to lose, it's against Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has dominated the Wild for the last few years. Don't tell Melissa that. Yeah, but this is a different Pittsburgh team. They don't have Crosby, who has COVID. They also don't have Dumoulin, who has COVID. They don't have Rust, who's still hurt. They don't have Malkin, who's still hurt. So they are banged up. Minnesota has Rem Pitlick on the COVID IL, but I guarantee that both of you probably don't even know who Rem Pitlick is.
Just center.
I have no clue who he is.
Yeah,
I don't know who most of the players are, but that's not the point.
He's nobody. He's not an important piece. Like, he's not an important, crucial piece. He's like a waiver type guy. Matt Zuccarello is also on the COVID list, but both of them might be able to return tomorrow versus the Islanders.
Go Islanders.
So they are both almost ready to be back. I like my Minnesota team, obviously. I always do. I could see a close game going to overtime, and the Wild getting the victory. They are good in overtime, so if it does go to overtime, I would suggest jumping on Minnesota live.
And wait for the Titanic music.
Yeah, because they always get the Titanic videos when they win.
Nick, are you going Wild in this game too?
I passed on it. Looking at this game, if you wanted to bet the Penguins, you've missed your line. You could have gotten them yesterday around 106. I was staring at that all day long yesterday with the Pittsburgh Penguins -106. They're now -127. So I want absolutely nothing to do with this game. To be completely honest, no. I don't see any value on this line, to be completely honest. I had this game priced around 115, 120 for the Penguins. So once I dove down a little bit deeper into it, I mean, Penguins have played really well at home, you mentioned, against the Wild. And I think that this Penguins team, they can lose Crosby and be A-okay. They've proved it. They can play fine without Malkin, without Crosby. The thing that kept me off was, yeah, they lost Dumoulin now. They lost a couple other players. Like, I just couldn't get to the Penguins in this spot here, and I passed on this game completely.
That's fair. I know Kev Cook said he was on the Wild money line in this one, so
Let's go.
There you go. But we'll go ahead and keep moving because I'm getting hungry and I want food. So, not kidding. We get the Philadelphia Flyers at the Washington Capitals for this one. Flyers 5-2-1-1. Washington 5-1-4. Washington's a 150 favorite in this game. Total is 6. Nick, we'll start with you in this one.
Give me the home favorite in this spot here. Washington to minus 150. I'll lay it. I got it around minus 149 yesterday. I have the Washington Capitals winning this game in around 65% of the time, which means they should be around a minus 185 in this game rather than a minus 150. I'm also not a huge fan of this Philadelphia team. They've played halfway decent to start the year, but I'm one of those where I was looking to fade Philadelphia this season, especially on the road. Carter Hart's not a good goalie away from Wells Fargo Arena in Philadelphia. So I like the home favorite in this spot here. And I wouldn't talk you off a plus 155 on the puck line for the Washington Capitals as well. I think this is a solid Capitals team. They've played really well this season. Alexander Ovechkin anytime goal, I think, is once again a great prop. Give me the Capitals in this spot.
Sounds good. Terry, go ahead.
Not so fast, Mr. Nicholas. I am on Philadelphia money line and Washington Philadelphia draw. This is another draw that I really like. Both of these two teams are playing well. Philadelphia is 3-1-1 in their last 5 trips to Washington. They're also 3-1-1 in their last 5 games overall. Washington 5-1-4 on the season. So as you can see, they already have 4 regulation losses. Four overtime losses. They're getting to overtime, but they're not winning. So for me, Philadelphia money line plus 135. I like that. They're playing very well right now. And Washington Philadelphia draw. Vitek Vanacek is confirmed as Washington's goalie. No confirmation yet for Philadelphia. I wouldn't be surprised if we see Jones.
Please be Jones. I want it to be Jones.
But Martin Jones is undefeated this year. I'm pretty sure
care.
He's 2-0, and he's played well. So I'll take either goalie for Philadelphia. This is an overtime game, in my opinion. So give me that draw. Give me those Flyers.
Yeah, you say Martin Jones is undefeated, but I think he's going to regress back down to being the slice of Swiss cheese we all know him to be.
Hey, that's fair. That's fair.
Probably not tonight.
Yeah. Well, I'll keep moving on because we got 3 games left and we've been live for an hour and 13 minutes. Keep moving on. Seattle in Arizona. Seattle minus 210 favorite or 195 favorites according to our lines. Total of 5.5. Seattle 4-6-1 this year. Arizona 11 games and no wins yet. Total of 5.5. Where are you looking in this game, Terry?
I was thinking last night it was Arizona's chance to get their first victory, and that did not happen. If they cannot beat this Anaheim team, if they can't beat Buffalo, if they can't, who is this team going to beat? I'm starting to think that it's very likely they're going to beat the record for the worst team of all time, beating Washington's 8-win season. I can't see them getting to 8 wins the way they're playing. Keeping that in mind, Seattle in regulation minus 110. Seattle, I'm not hugely a big fan of the way Seattle plays, especially on the road, but they're facing Arizona, and most likely it's going to be Wedgwood and net. If it is Grubauer, he's unconfirmed right now, then I'll like that bet more. If they do go to Decord, then it's a little bit less of a confidence for me. But how can you not go with Seattle right now versus Coyotes team, who is just garbage?
Well, that's a nice way of putting them that they're garbage. Nick, do we get Arizona getting a first win tonight?
No, I'm going to continue to play my free square here, betting against the Arizona Coyotes. This team is an absolute joke, and they're on the second half of a back-to-back. They have Scott Wedgwood, who wasn't even good enough to stay with the New Jersey Devils. Now that they got Kenzie Blackwood back. I think Seattle, I don't care who's in net for Seattle. They can bring in their AHL goalie. I'll still bet the Kraken in this spot. I have the Kraken on the puck line. I'm going to fade Arizona until they prove to me why I shouldn't fade them, which they have done a really good job this year of proving why I should fade them. So I'm going to continue to do that today. This is one of those don't overthink it, bet a puck line against Arizona and move on. Give me Seattle puck line.
That's fair.
And it's plus 135.
There you go. Plus money to fade them. I like it. 2 games left. We get this is Winnipeg and here you go. Sorry, all the games are clustered around, and I can't.
Yeah, we missed.
Oh, there's 3 of them. There's 3 games left. We get the New York Islanders in Winnipeg taking on the Jets. So we get New York versus the Jets. That's kind of funny. Islanders minus 120 favorites in this one, total of 5.5. Nick, we'll start with you in this game.
Yeah, and this is going to be a theme with the next game as well. You see a New York team playing. That's the first part of this check mark. Is New York playing? Yes. Cool. First period under. The Islanders this year are 7-1 to the first period under. The Rangers are 9-2. So if you see a New York team playing a hockey game, bet the first period under. The New York Islanders, my bad, are also, I believe, 2-5-1 over under this year. And the only times they've gone over was against the Carolina Hurricanes in game number 1, and they did last game against the Canadiens. I had the first period under in that game against the Canadiens. I'm glad I didn't go full game under because that wouldn't have hit. So yeah, I like the first period under here with the New York Islanders and the Winnipeg Jets. I can see it being similar to that Montreal game where we see 1-0 at the end of the first, and then we see a few goals in the second and third that pushes this game over. Because we have seen the Winnipeg Jets go over a decent amount this season. They're 6-3-1 to the over this year. And the big question mark is who's going to be in net for these Winnipeg Jets. Is it going to be Connor Hellebuck, who was out yesterday with an illness, non-COVID related illness, or is because it was Eric Cormy yesterday, and it's projected to potentially be Eric Cormy today if Connor Hellebuck can't play. If it's Eric Cormy confirmed, I will probably have a play on the Islanders as well in this game. But right now, it's just first period under for me.
That's fair. Terry, what are you looking in this one?
This game's a pass for me at the moment. I may have a pick later on when we get more information. I actually like Comrie. If Comrie's in net, I know he played last night, but he's looked much better than Hellebuck. Winnipeg is off to their best start in franchise history. They are just playing well. Islanders on the longest road trip I've ever seen in my life. And,
UBS needs to get ready.
Yeah, because their new stadium, their new arena, sorry. So this game is tough for me to project, especially without the goaltenders. If Sorokin is in net, that changes things. I really like Ilya Sorokin. Varlamov has yet to play a game. It's projected that he's probable. I need to see something from him before I can back him. So right now this is a pass for me. I can't pick I can't have a pick in this game at the moment.
That's fair. We do have a couple of comments. Buffalo money line, yes. Kraken, yes. Leaves, yes. Hi, Latoya. How you doing today? We got 2 NHL games left. Next one up, 10 o'clock game. Rangers and the Flames. Rangers 6-2-3 this year. Flames 6-1-3 in Calgary. Calgary's a minus 150 favorite, total of 5.5. Terry, we'll start with you in this game.
Draw. My fourth and final draw of the night. New York Rangers are playing well. Calgary's playing well. Both teams have gone to overtime twice in their last 5 games that they've played. So they're playing well. They're playing close games. Shesterkin is in net for the Rangers. I'm not sure who will be in net for Calgary. I lean Rangers, despite them being on a back-to-back. I like Shesterkin. So I lean Rangers, but I'm going with the draw because this is my 4th draw, and I wouldn't be surprised if I can get 3 of the 4. So if I can get 3 out of the 4 draws, then it's going to be a good night.
Sounds good. Nick?
As I mentioned last game, my only play for this one, you see a New York team playing, you bet the first period under, and that's exactly where I'm going for this one. And I love it even more that they saved Shesterkin for this game. I like the first period under for this one. I'll make it short, sweet, and simple. First period under.
Sounds good. Last game of the night, New Jersey Devils, San Jose Sharks. San Jose's minus 135, total of 5.5. Nick, where are you looking in this one?
Stop it. Get some help.
No, thank you. I'll pass on this one. I have no interest in betting this game. I see no value on either side. I'm not laying a price on the San Jose Sharks, and I'm not betting the Devils right now the way they're playing with no Dougie, with still no Jack Hughes, and I think it might be Blackwood in net, which I don't think we've seen. I think we've seen all of once this season, so this is an easy stay off for me.
Okay. Terry?
I'm just looking at this game right now. James Reimer's probable. 1.54 goals against average and a 950 save percentage. 3 wins, 1 loss. He is playing well. James Reimer is playing well. I'm assuming, it says the Mackenzie Blackwood is probable, but I'm assuming that it'll most likely be Bernier.
Yeah.
I'm leaning towards San Jose here. San Jose's won 4 their last 5 at home against New Jersey. New Jersey just played last night. This is definitely a lean to San Jose. No official play as of yet, but there could be once goaltenders. If Reimer is in net, I'm probably going to be on the Sharks tonight.
Sounds good. That is all the games for today. We made it. We made it through. We're good. Took a while, and we're an hour and 23 minutes in, but we had a bunch of college football, lots of hockey, and a little bit of basketball. So we're going to be heading out in just a minute. Once again, before we do a recap, some housekeeping as per usual. If you guys are new to the channel, like, comment, subscribe, share, do all the good stuff. We appreciate all the support. Check out all the links in the description below between our Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, Facebook, Picks and Parleys, premium plays, and our merch. All linked down below. If you guys want our 3 best college football plays for the day, those are over at picksandparleys.net. I would check out all of our stuff over there as well. Speaking of Picks and Parleys, Craig did his show earlier. Me and Nick live now. Higgs is probably almost done on his stream, but he's still live now. I'm pretty sure Allie's going live in a couple minutes. At 12. No game time decision today. It's it's Saturday, so but there will be lots of content coming out throughout the next couple hours with Picks and Parleys, Earle Sports Bets, and Winning Free Picks. So just make sure you guys subscribe to all of those channels. Light day for me. Obviously, I only bet the 3 best bets for college football, and then also for basketball, I'm on the under in the Denver game. Miami minus 2.5, Dallas minus 4.5, and then the Lakers and Hawks both plus 5. Nick?
Yeah. Looking at my plays for today, for college football, I'm on Notre Dame minus the 21. I'm on LSU plus 28.5. I'm on Cincinnati minus 22.5. I'm on the Sixers plus 3.5. I'm also on fading Duke there. I like the Kraken minus the 1.5 on the puck line. First period unders in both the Islanders and the Rangers. Capitals money line, Hurricanes money line, Avalanche puck line, And then a little bonus play for you here, guys. A little UFC. I've been waiting for this fight for over a year. Give me the, in my opinion, best pound-for-pound fighter in the UFC right now, Kamaru Usman, inside the distance at plus 115, with quarter unit sprinkles at round 3, 4, and 5 at 850, 1050, and 1250 all quarter units.
Oh, and Terry?
I'll just run through these as quick as possible. College football, UAB minus 13, SMU minus 5, Wake Forest money line, Baylor minus 7, Michigan State minus 3, Oklahoma State minus 3.5, NC State minus 2.5, Houston minus 13.5, and then NBA, Utah plus 2.5, and Dallas minus 4.5, and then in NHL, Tampa Bay in regulation, Tampa Bay team total over 3.5, Carolina, Florida draw, Toronto money line, Minnesota, Pittsburgh draw, Minnesota money line, Philadelphia money line, Washington, Philadelphia draw, Vegas money line, New York Rangers, Calgary draw, and Seattle regulation. Huge card for me tonight, but I like it.
I like it. But that should wrap it up for today. Nick, go ahead and finish on out the stream.
Yeah, that should just about do it for this one. We want to thank you guys as always for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live here on ESB, which is every single morning, 10 or 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. That's going to just about do it for this one. I'm Nicholas Earle. I'm joined here as always by my brother Tim and special guest Terry Edelman. We want to thank you guys as always for watching, and good luck today.
See you.